Here's the deal, man. We have been doing these case openings for almost a full month now. I mean, we started, I think, at the beginning of July, maybe like July 1st, and the streams have been wildly successful. And through the first couple weeks, when we were buying 2,000 glove cases a pop, or we were buying 1,000 chroma cases and then opening the keys, buying those, not for nothing. And we've talked about it a lot, so I'm not trying to sound like a broken record, but we've spent a lot of money. And the streams were doing so well, I'm just looking at the numbers on the back end on Twitch and YouTube, and I'm like, okay, there's no way that we're not like in the positive here. There's no way we're not green from all this new income that we have. I mean, God damn it, I've been gone for 5 days. If I leave for 5 days in my normal streaming schedule, I would go from like 14,000 subs down to 10,000 subs because the recurring, people that use Prime subs, people that don't keep a credit card on their account. So your sub count normally fluctuates a lot. And that's just something that you need to live with if you're going to be a full-time Twitch streamer. I mean, I've got a great life. I've got no complaints. Even that number alone, anywhere between like 10 to 15,000 subs is like a wild concept to me. I didn't think streaming would be this successful for us when we started 2 years ago, but that's besides the point. But, the entire time while we're doing these case openings, I'm trying to just do the math and guesstimate whether we're spending more than we're making. And for a while, I actually did think that we were spending more than we were making. But as it got bigger and bigger and bigger, and now we're up to 42,000 subs, we got all these, super chats coming in on YouTube, all the donos, all the love that everybody's been showing us. It's like the clouds separated and rays of sun were beating down on our backs, dude. We had the wind at our sails. We were moving forward, and I'm like, okay, fuck, we're in the profit. This is good. This is fine. I can afford to continue to open cases at this pace. We can keep investing in the cases. Things are really, really good, right? Twitch is actually not the issue here. It's actually YouTube. And it might sound a little irresponsible, but, the Call of Duty streams on YouTube would do well, but it's not like they were bringing tens of thousands of dollars in, right? I've been streaming on my main channel. Back when I did YouTube full time, I followed the analytics like tooth and nail. I was in there like a fucking data analyst. I'm not a big numbers guy. I don't like data. I make all my decisions when it comes to YouTube and streaming just off my instincts, for better or worse. But YouTube has been like a very unfamiliar place for me because I stopped uploading YouTube for like 8 years, right? To start 100 Thieves. And it wasn't until recently that we got back into content. And then when we got the second channel back up and going, we had an agency that was making our videos for a while. We moved away from them just because it was a little too expensive for how much we were making on YouTube. The videos on my second channel weren't doing as well as they used to do in the past. And McGowan was really leading the charge on getting things uploaded. So it might sound ignorant and it might sound pretty irresponsible, but I just don't understand the YouTube dashboard anymore. They've added so many things to like the studio for people that upload. If you guys upload YouTube videos or ever uploaded YouTube videos, if you guys go look at your dashboard, I mean, they've got data out the wazoo for anything and everything that you might want to know. And so, I would get on stream before I started, turn the PCs on, get everything set up. Didn't have to do much because McGowan really takes care of the thumbnails and the titling and everything. I just have to go live. But I go and check the YouTube Creator Studio, and those projections for how much money you're making take a couple days to come in. So I'm keeping an eye on it. I'm like, oh, the number's going up. I've never seen the YouTube channel in 10 years make that much money. Great. So I'm like, okay, all this makes sense. Then, while my dad was here, I come into my office just to sort of wake up, go through my normal routine, even though I wasn't going to go live. And I dive a little deeper into it, and I'm like, we have 19,000 subscribers on YouTube. We have 19,000 paid and gifted members on YouTube. I mean, I don't know, but that to me is an absurd fucking number. Like how did this happen? And then we got KM, Remps, Ims, Tatted Sailor, so many guys that have gifted on YouTube, 8-Bit over there in India. I'm like, man, this has been fucking incredible. Let me do the math on this. So I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, this seems a little off. And I dive a little deeper. Basically, YouTube is showing for gifted subs on the back end that I don't even know what's the percentage, the number. long story short, my earnings for YouTube gifted subs is like 5% of the value that it should actually be. Like if you did the math on a 70-30 split for a YouTube sub and you multiply and check everything that needs to be checked. I mean, it's simple math, really, I guess. What's 70% of 19,000 subscribers? Nate has crazy eyes today. I know. I'm a little hungover. $66,000. Okay. 70% of 19,000 subs on YouTube is around $66,000. Right now on my dashboard, it says from subs on YouTube, I'm making $6,500 this month, which again, an incredible amount of money. And I'm grateful to have it. That's not what this is about. But I messaged YouTube and I'm like, hey, I'm new out here and I don't really have anybody to talk to, but I feel like there might be something wrong with my dashboard. Like I got to do my due diligence on that, right? So I'm still waiting to hear back from YouTube. But the theory right now, from everything that I've talked to with other creators like Courage, Basically Do Work, Marcel, who streams on YouTube, and other people that I've messaged while I wait for more concrete news from YouTube, there's a chance that people can give subs, like say 50 subs on YouTube. They can be in a region where the denomination of money is obviously very different than the American dollar. But since YouTube is a global product and they have to set their prices for how much that denomination of money is actually worth in comparison to the rest of the world. And the running theory right now is that a lot of the gifted subs that have come in on YouTube were purchased in places like Argentina, where 50 subs only cost them like $5 USD to buy. And yeah, look, you guys obviously have seen the names. I mean, I was fucking pouring beer on my over my head back here. I was looking in the camera and said, yeah, I'll sell you my soul. I was debating on doing a lot of things for cash. And there is a world where none of it is real. It's real somewhere in the world, but it's not real in the context of what 50 subs actually might be. So we're trying to figure that out. Again, I really wanted to have this conversation after I got the news and try to figure and have the entire story in front of me. But it's not like this is going to go to a fucking court case. It's not like if that were to be the truth, I'm going to fucking go to the end of the earth to find this guy. It is what it is. This shit happens. But now we got to be a little bit more intentional in the way that we open these cases because, I still think we're in the positive. I mean, we have 42,000 subs on Twitch, but I actually thought it was really important that you guys heard that from me because I was just thinking about all the fucking things that I did to get these guys excited about these gifted subs. And this guy might have been just fucking sitting here gooning in his room, just laughing hysterically like the Joker. The fact that I'm over here shaking ass, pouring beer in my head, talking about going skydiving. Oh my God. I'm trying to figure it out, but I'm not feeling very good about it. It's not great. So I don't know, man. I feel like that is a massive issue for streamers on YouTube. And I don't think the live services for YouTube is like a big of an initiative as their, VOD business. And I mean, Google and YouTube has just become so complex in the different ways that you can make money on their websites. And the platform has grown in every direction. But like from where I'm sitting, I'm like, okay, this is like a huge problem because if somebody gives me 50 subs, I don't really know what that means anymore. You know what I mean? Like if everything that I think is true ends up being confirmed from YouTube on my end that it is indeed the way that I think it might be right now, then their entire gifting and microtransactions on the website has like a really big issue. I mean, that's a big fucking issue. And it's not even really about me. Like, am I bummed if that is the actual case and we thought we were making more money than we were? Sure. Like, I'm not going to sit here and be goody two-shoes and tell you that, like, you know, it don't make me feel a type of way. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. But holy fuck, dude. Once I get the final word from YouTube on what's going on here, I'll let you guys know. But it's pretty insane to think about. I don't know what's going on. Regardless of that, I'm still really excited to be back here and streaming again today. And that just means I'm going to beg from you guys harder, dude. I got my little tin can. I'm going to shake this motherfucker around. Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, you guys want to open some more cases? Just need 10 gifted subs on Twitch. I don't know. We'll figure it out. The vibes are high. Things are good. We'll be okay. We can still afford cases. My wife hasn't left me yet. The papers haven't been filed. Private school might not be on the table, but at the end of the day, that public school is going to be just fine. That's where Dad went. Argh.